Okay.
Theo, you beep. Oh,
I messed up big time. Welcome back to Rice and Slice Go Show podcast episode number 21.
yes.
How confident am I in that intro?
I'm so confident.
Why?
You know why?
Why am I so confident, Chenji? Tell the people.
Because this is the second time we're doing this.
So,
Well, it's 20. It's episode 21, but this feels like episode 22 because
no.
guess what? We just recorded half the episode.
oh, Chenji, I'm
and
sorry, mate.
Somebody forgot to turn on the record button.
I'm so sorry, mate. So the camera was
it takes
on.
two to fuck up.
No. It's definitely my fault because it's me that's
No, I mean,
presses the
I've been
buttons.
staring at the screen and it just something felt wrong to begin with, but
Okay.
it just didn't occur to
Okay.
It just didn't occur to
Hold
me.
on. Let's just get the
To
people.
be fair, I will
caught
say I'm quite proud of ourselves that this is, it took us 21 episodes.
Yes, to do
for
this.
to
It
happen.
was bound to happen.
It was bound to happen. It was bound to
at some
happen.
point. Right. So, welcome back to the podcast. Please like and subscribe. We're still getting the hang of this. 21 episodes in. Basically, what happened? We were quite late on this podcast. We're a day late. The day, like now, the time is like 10 o'clock or whatever it is at night.
Yep.
We're recording this. I just finished work. Chenji's like still a bit jet lagged from his little. Well, not jet lagged, but tired. He's not
Jet lag from like what?
1 hour difference. no, but what I'm trying to say is we kind of rushed into this podcast today,
No, but to be fair, we didn't really rush into it.
and we've been recording for the past 25 minutes, and I just checked down to see how long we've been recording for, and I wasn't recording. I forgot to press the record button. It was actually a pretty good 25 minutes of talking.
Yeah,
We didn't really talk about anything specific and anything not worthwhile because a lot we were talking about. So, there's no point even getting into it.
No,
Just
no.
new podcast now.
New podcast.
Did we? Okay.
Episode 21.5.
21.2.
0.2.
Oh my God. So one thing we need to bring up was the last topic that we were talking about.
Which was?
And we need to pretend like I didn't hear the news. So the way we were talking about
gosh.
traveling, and then I was like, oh, Chenji, speaking of traveling, let's pretend like this didn't happen.
Oh, yes.
You've got news? Yeah?
Oh, right. Do I have news?
Yeah. You're moving to London, no?
Oh, yes, of course I am moving to London.
Oh, wow, yeah. So, and then we're talking about, so the podcast, it might be a bit difficult to record because obviously you're going to London soon,
Oh, yeah,
right?
of course, because we'll be in different places. Oh, my gosh.
But we're going to be in different places.
We're such bad actors.
No, but we're going to need to kind of do
Yeah,
do
of
this.
course.
So then we were talking about Chenji's moving to London very soon. And obviously we're in Derby recording this, and we're trying to figure out ways on how to record the podcast. Chenji coming up, me going down. I don't know, doing it remotely. I don't like the idea of remotely because I like the feeling of having Chenji next to me, and we become bantering next. Don't look at me like that. You know what I mean? We're bantering like that banter. You're not going to get if it's remote.
Yeah.
There's lag. There's delay on the remote. Here we have the nice
Joe
microphones.
said it all within like a millisecond.
Yeah.
You know how banter works.
Yeah.
It's only fun when it's live.
Exactly. But if rather than not do the podcast, I said I would 100% rather do it live.
Yeah, so we'll just do like 1 week maybe like an online virtual, 1 week in person, and then we were talking about locations. Let's make it fun as well. We can actually record it hopefully in golf clubs.
Which
what better way?
Which
to record
Chenji is looking at golf clubs to join down in London way. One he's going to do as a business membership, which is
So then basically I've told Theo that potentially we'll have 2 clubs to choose from for recording this podcast.
And this was news to me because I knew there was definitely one club that he was looking at joining, but I just found out that he's going to join 2. One was like a business membership, and the second is like personal. Is personal?
Yeah, like personal individual membership.
Individual membership, and the business one
Well,
is
the business one, well, it's not decided yet, but I'm
Yes.
pretty certain it's going to be Centurion Club.
that's amazing. Very
right?
good.
And then personal one, because it's also like in North London, very easy to get to Moore Park.
Very good.
I know somebody there as well, and it looks like amazing clubhouse. Everything's great.
Yeah, the clubhouse, everything
Don't-
looks
you
amazing.
Don't need to get like 20 interviews to get in as well,
Which is a big plus.
which is a big plus. 2 courses.
Amazing. So
Right.
so I've got 3 courses lined up basically for next. Well,
And the best thing about a London club actually,
Mm.
if you can have a locker room as, a big locker where you can put your trolley in.
great.
Because I wouldn't have space
No,
in a London
going back
flat,
and forward.
right?
No,
It's
of
like,
course. Actually, you're right.
it's like where I'm going to put my golf trolley.
Yes.
Don't have a garage.
no,
don't have
and you
whatever.
can't leave it in your car all the time.
And I don't want to leave it in my car
No,
there
no.
in the street.
No.
Right?
Would you leave your golf clubs there?
Yeah, I would.
Well, what if you played Centurion one day and then Moore Park?
Lucky I got 2 sets of golf clubs.
Oh, mate, perfect. As if. That's amazing. Oh, great. There you go. Sorted.
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's good news. So, yeah, we were talking about that. We were talking about a golf game that we don't need to get into because it wasn't really that interesting.
Actually, speaking of which, I do wonder how many people have 2 sets of golf clubs?
I think a lot of people have a lot more than you think.
I think so, yeah.
I will tell you why. Growing up with Leo, the first guest, my cousin, and also like a Michelin star chef, and also a semi-finalist at
MasterChef?
MasterChef, they're professionals, which stupidly enough, we didn't ask him when he was here. And after I was like, why didn't we talk about MasterChef? That's so interesting.
It was like episode 8 or something.
Mate, it was episode 2 or 3.
3.
So we were really fresh off the boat on this podcast. So growing up, obviously, he played golf. His dad played golf. His dad's a golf fanatic. And they have a garage with like a little pool table or whatever. I'm not even exaggerating. There must have been 12 sets of golf clubs in that garage. Like 2, maybe 3 were Leo's and the rest were my uncle's. They would just upgrade clubs and never sell them. Because back then, eBay didn't really exist. Like, who are you going to sell them to?
That's right.
That kind of thing. Like, Golf Bidder didn't exist or whatever. So even if you go into his garage now, it looks like a pro shop. Honestly, there's just clubs everywhere. And the same thing with putters. How many putters do you have?
I've got 2.
I have 3 and very good putters.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Very, very good putters. And I'm not going to sell any.
Did you still keep? So you've got the SICK arm lock.
Yes, which I use.
At one point, you had 2, basically. Well, you
yes, yeah.
You have the Ping PLD limited edition, all blacked out. Like,
beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
It's just a masterpiece.
I think it was a birthday gift, wasn't it?
It was a birthday gift from my wife.
You have this posh Taylormade Spider as well.
I've not sold that.
Did you sell that?
I sold that ages ago.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
No, I've got the Odyssey.
Oh yeah, you've got the Odyssey, which is the Costco set, isn't it?
No, it's not. But it looks like the Costco set.
Wait, did you buy the Odyssey?
No. Oh, sorry, you're right. Sorry.
It's part of the Costco set.
Now I know what you mean because they also do a putter, Costco putter.
That's right. Not that putter, but no, it's the Odyssey putter that comes in the Callaway.
To be fair,
Costco set.
That's the best club in the bag.
Absolutely. I mean, that in and itself is worth like £120, and the whole set from Costco costs like £400 or something.
Stelios loved that club so much that he went on eBay and tried to find just that club.
You couldn't find it.
No, he found it, and it was like £220.
What?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. It's a very good, reliable putter.
Really?
Very good.
I mean, it's
super stroke. Grip.
Yeah,
beautiful. Right. Like nice thick. It's great putter.
Oh.
Great putter.
All right.
But yeah, I'm not selling them.
So
I'm going to keep them.
So you've got 3.
I've got 3.
Yeah.
As far as I know. Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sell the PLD. It just looks too nice.
It's pretty good.
It's lovely. It's such a sexy little.
If you ever sell it, you sell it to me.
Okay, for £1,000.
If only I can make 1 putt every single hole.
Mate, I would use it if that was the case. Oh my god! So, do you have anything to talk about before I tell you something very interesting?
Ooh, very interesting.
Yes.
What do I have to talk about? To be fair, not a lot. All I will say is I made a silly purchase of the week.
Ooh! Oh, why didn't you tell me, mate? I would have been. Wait. Pretend like this. Okay. Start again.
I did a silly purchase of the week. Silly purchases of the week. This guy.
It's so seamless. This podcast.
Now,
it's like nothing goes wrong on this podcast.
Nothing, never, ever goes wrong in this podcast. But now that you've set it up, it's actually not that silly.
It's just a purchase of the week.
I bought my 5th pair of golf shoes this year.
No way. Mate, you're actually beating me because in the van right now I have 4 pairs of shoes for different occasions.
Seriously, like this year I bought so many.
I'm very excited.
I
Please show me. Is it G4?
No, it's not G4. I finally jumped on the boat of the traditional.
FootJoy?
Yeah.
Oh, which ones? Oh, I love a good FootJoy shoe. G4 is like it's not the Portman, it's like the new version of FootJoys. Ooh, mate, this is the wrong shoe to be wearing in the winter.
Obviously, I'm not going to wear it in the winter.
This is a beautiful shoe. Very nice. This is your bog standard.
Bearing in mind,
FootJoy shoes. Look at that. Nice leather. Is it plaid? I don't know what you call it, but it's nice.
No,
Premium
it's
soles.
It's just all white. There's
dry joys.
I like the clean look of it and
beautiful. I love shoes like this. They're comfortable as well.
If they're my 2nd pair, there's nothing silly about it.
Yes.
This is literally the 5th pair I've bought this year.
It's about time you've upgraded to these bad boys.
I've bought 3 Jordans.
Yes.
I've bought 1 Adidas.
Yes. And these.
And these.
You're going to stick with these. In the summer, this is all you're going to wear.
Absolutely.
The only problem is...
And it's like, and this is the thing, right? So I'm not that good of a golfer. We're decent now.
We're average.
Like
we're average.
Average golfers. But people who wear these, right, are like good golfers.
Yeah, like
you see somebody wearing these, showing up, like, you sign yourself up for like a Saturday, like, you join a group on a Saturday competition day, and somebody rocks up in these, they're a single-digit handicapper.
Yes.
And
I'm
gonna rock up in these.
Chunking shots.
People are gonna think I'm like this professional Chinese guy who just came to visit. Just like
with your brand new gold Hummers.
With the gold $5,000 a pop Hummer driver and what else? A fancy whatever. Show up in these.
Yeah, it's just you're putting with like solid gold,
right.
like then, a brick of gold.
On the first hole, par 5, I bring out my 2-iron. Yeah.
Oh, imagine that. No, these
and
are
people
nice.
Gonna think, this guy's gonna smash the course, proceeds to bloody chunk the tee box.
It's no. These are very good shoes. They're very comfortable. The only issue
you've got them, don't you?
Similar. Mine are like they got like the little blue thing. They're blue as well. The only problem that I have with my shoes, they crease very very easily, and I hate because this looks so clean. Last thing you want is a crease going over the toe. Yeah. But other than that, great shoes. I'm a big fan of the Nikes. I love like Nike golf shoe. The only problem is
so many of them.
I do. The winter Nike shoes are not very good. So that's why I wear my dark blue FootJoys in the winter. But in the summer, I wear is like the Nike trainer with like the spikes at the bottom. So such a nice shoe. I love my Nike shoes. But yeah, good purchase.
Silly purchases of the week. Silly purchases.
I wouldn't really call that silly though.
That's what I said. It's not actually silly, but also like being the 5th pair of golf shoes that I bought.
I know.
It's a bit silly.
Yeah.
But then again, this is the thing, right? Okay, I go to work in like dress shoes.
Yes.
I don't walk that much, do I?
Not really.
Basically, just like
you sit on a computer.
I sit in front of a computer, pretend I'm doing work, grab a coffee 10 times a day.
Pretend you're calling somebody.
Pretend I'm calling
but
somebody.
It's me talking about the podcast.
Exactly. Doing research on the desk about golf. Watching golf videos. Yeah. Watching videos of Tiger. Old Tiger.
Oh.
So you don't really wear those. So you don't really wear out those shoes. Mm-hmm. And if you go exercise, you're in the gym for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Right. That's it. Basically.
Come over a little
If you go. Basically, no other circumstance apart from playing golf where you actually wear, what's it called? Give wear and tear on a pair of shoes that much.
I agree with you.
Like, because golf, you're literally in the elements, right?
Yes.
You're in, especially when you're like me, you're always in the bunker, you're always in the deep rough,
yeah.
You're always in the forest.
Or even if it's winter.
You're stepping onto the heath.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Right.
These, in
Sand
the
and
winter,
grit
in the summer,
into these,
they're going to be perfectly fine. Just look after them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, but what I mean is, like, I've got many pairs of golf shoes, and the reason that I have for buying all these shoes is because I know they're going to wear off very quick.
Yes.
So if I only have one pair of shoes, what if it's in the winter? What if it's the winter and I played in the rain? I want to play again the next day, but they're still wet.
This is a very normal thing. It's normal to have 2 pairs of shoes, one for winter, one for summer.
Yeah, that's
we
right.
have too many shoes.
How many do you have?
On top of my head, 5. Literally 5.
I can
go now.
I can name you 4 already.
I can go now.
I'm pretty sure I've got at least 7.
And get you, and I can go now and get you 5 pairs of shoes and bring them here from my car.
Easy.
It's because I've got a stand in the car as well.
Yeah,
in the back of my van, I've got like a shoe stand.
Yeah.
Where it fits 4, and then I have another one that's like in a shoe bag. But I don't ever you wear them. Anyway,
and today I almost bought my 6th pair of the year.
Yeah.
It's like
I really like the G4s.
Another Jordan. Huh?
Really, I want to get the.
So
G4s.
I did some research on the on like obviously. So I was thinking like, okay, should I just buy like a normal FootJoy one like everybody has, like you have, like Stell has, like everybody in my club who are single-digit handicap.
Yeah. So basically, just named all the single-digit handicappers that you know.
Basically, yes. And but then like obviously I thought, oh yeah, G4 does these shoes now, right? So I was like taking a look at them, and they have better designs in the sole because they have like these funky, soles with.
Like
whatever
G4, like yellow,
like G4 with like
such
skulls with whatever different colors, anything from like lime to pink to black and white whatsoever.
And that's a bit of me.
So
I like
it's
all that
pretty
stuff.
cool, and I looked at it, it was pretty cool.
The
and
price?
The price is actually cheaper than this one.
Mate, every G4 that I've saw is like they're like 150, 170 pounds.
Yeah, but they're always on discount. They're always on discount.
Yeah.
Seriously. So they actually turn out to be cheaper. But before I hit click on this pair of G4s that I bought, that I was thinking of buying, I was like, all right, let's ask Reddit.
No way.
So I just went on Reddit and I just like typed in search FootJoy Premier versus G4. Like I think it's called gallivanting or something like whatever.
Right.
And after reading reviews, FootJoy is much better.
I'm
in
not
terms
surprised.
Of, quality,
Yep.
comfort, and quality and comfort, basically, and traction. Sorry.
Do you
traction.
know who owns? I just gave you the answer.
Of course, it's not Titleist.
Is it not?
No,
I thought it was Titleist that owned
Titleist is
FootJoy.
owned by the same company, so Titleist is just a brand. There is that.
Oh, okay.
There is the company.
Right.
Okay, now your quiz just turned into my quiz.
What do you mean? Were you going to ask me that same question?
So a few questions on with that actually.
Okay.
What's the brand that owns Titleist?
I don't know.
FootJoy?
No, you got no idea. I thought Titleist was
A Cushnet.
Nope. I would
They're
never.
based in Bedford, Massachusetts,
Okay.
right, in the US.
Right.
They are a public company,
What? So we can invest in it?
so you can invest in it. Not that I would recommend doing it, given that I do this for a living.
Yeah.
But, you know, like a stock has like a ticker symbol,
Yeah.
right? So in the stock market, right, they have like a symbol. Like, for example, Microsoft is like MS.
Oh, yes. Of course.
Right? MSFT.
It's not TIT, is it?
What is a Cushnet's
It's TIT.
ticker?
TIT.
No, it's not.
Okay. What is it?
It's very easy. Come on, you can guess this.
What is it? A Kushner.
It's a 4-letter word.
Golf.
Yes.
Is it actually?
It's actually.
No way.
Yes.
That's very smart.
It's very good, isn't it?
Very
because
good.
you can choose. So when you go public, you can choose. As long as that ticker is not
Is not-
taken,
That's very interesting.
You can get anything.
I'm surprised because I thought
Like
I thought that tick name had to be like an acronym of the company.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No,
like
it doesn't have to be.
Microsoft is like
Correct.
MCR, for example.
Yeah. No, it's yeah.
No way. That's very good, man.
Yeah. Ferrari. Guess what that is? Race.
No way.
Yes.
That's very
It's
interesting.
actually really cool. Steve Madden shoes.
No.
Shoe. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's very
anyway,
cool.
so Acushnet, the brand that owns Titleist, FootJoy. What else?
I don't know, mate. You did the
Something like that.
research.
I didn't do any research. You brought this up.
Speaking of Titleist, though,
Pop-up quiz. Yeah, go on.
here's the question.
All right.
This is
We
for me,
love golf quizzes.
This was when I found this out. This is very, very, very interesting. So Titleist, one of, if not the biggest brand in golf. They have the most successful ball ever. They make billions just off that one ProV1.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I've got questions. I'm just thinking of questions now. What does first question? What does ProV1 stand for?
Oh my god, that's such a good question.
Very good question, and you're never going to get it.
Professional
Mm-hmm.
version.
No.
Velocity.
No.
Victory.
No. You're never going to get it.
Can you give me the first 3 letters?
I'll give you a clue.
Okay, give me a clue.
I think this is a good clue. It has something to do with your teeth, but not. Yeah, that was a terrible hint. That was a terrible
What
clue.
was that about?
When I tell you, you're gonna be like, okay, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I tell you,
Just tell me, yeah.
it's veneer.
Veneer.
Yes. So it's basically the coating on the ball.
Ah.
Yeah. So I found this out
No
the other
way.
day.
I would've
Yeah.
never known.
And basically what happened was when they came up with the golf ball, the whole story of how they came up with ProV1 is so interesting. I've heard it on a different podcast from it's a South African podcast. They're new, just like us. I wish I knew their name, but I don't. It's a very cool podcast. I've watched literally a clip on TikTok, and straight away I went on to find the podcast because it was so interesting. They had a guy on that works for Titleist, and he was telling them like all these facts and all these things about Titleist, and I found everything so fascinating.
That's brilliant.
The way, listen to this, the way the way they Titleist created the ball. First of all, did you know that first it was a ball manufacturer before it was a club manufacturer?
I did not know that.
It was like way before they even thought about doing clubs or merchandise. Yeah. It was a ball. So it's this guy playing golf with his dentist friend, and this is actually interesting to the story. And they were playing golf. They were very, very, very avid golfers, and he was trying to break 80 or 90 for the first time, and he felt like he had the perfect putt, the perfect line, perfect everything, and he blamed the ball for missing the hole, and not him or his club. He was like, it was definitely the ball. The line was perfect. It was the ball. It was the ball. So then everyone's like, yeah, whatever. Like, of course, it was the ball. It was nothing to do with you. So then to prove that he was correct, what he did, he got the golf ball that he was using. And this is back in the 1930s.
Yeah.
He got the golf ball that he was using, and he took it to his dentist friend, and he put it under the X-ray. And they scanned the golf ball, and they saw that the core of the ball was way off center. And they scanned a bunch of different golf balls. And they were like, like every single one was different. So the sensor, it doesn't even matter like how good your line is or how good your putter is or how good you are. It's all about the ball. Absolutely. If the ball's off center and you get it in, it's complete luck.
It's gravity.
Exactly. So he was like, I can't believe there's not a product out there that doesn't make a golf ball that the center is perfectly, the core of the center is perfectly center.
Way.
Yeah. So he started making these like perfectly centered golf balls, and the way he advertised them, it wasn't to like sell them or go to like markets to give to like amateurs. He went to like pro shops and gave them to professionals, and he was like, just try this ball once. And obviously, and that's how he kind of started back in that. Yeah, very, very interesting. Honestly, it's pretty interesting, right?
He used veneer.
Yeah. So no, and the way it happened, he had to patent the trademark or whatever. And because they were like they were rushing to do it, they were like, oh yeah, we need the name for the ball, and it was like, oh, I don't know, ProV1. So it was like Professional Veneer 1. So it was like the first version of this golf ball. And ever since then, they've been just updating that same kind of pattern, basically.
That's crazy. I mean, I tell you what, though, of all the years that I've known about ProV1, I've never, ever thought about checking what the actual... what actually stands for.
There you go. Yeah, very, very correct.
That's brilliant. Professional Veneer 1.
It's very cool. I have another fact about, about Titleist.
Go on.
So 70% use ProV1s. Professionals use ProV1s, right? And ProV1X. So many people use their clubs. So many whatever. Countless people use ProV1s. Countless people use Titleist. This is professionals, not people like us. How many PGA professionals do you think that Titleist sponsor?
All right. Yes. Is that a trick question?
Somewhat.
Not that many. I do think they sponsor more than anybody else.
Okay.
I'm going to say 100.
You are way off.
Right, is it?
Way off.
Oh, right, okay.
Way lower.
Way lower?
Way lower.
Are we talking about the PGA Tour?
Yes.
Okay.
No, overall, Sunshine Tour, European Tour,
No
PGA
way.
Tour, way lower.
Like that they actually sponsor?
Yes.
Cam Smith, Adam Scott. Can't name anybody else.
Jordan Spieth.
Max Homer, Jordan Spieth.
Justin Thomas.
Justin Thomas, big one.
I mean, the names are literally countless.
Right, 20?
No, less.
10?
Less.
Is it literally those people that we've named?
No, it's two people. They sponsor two people. Justin Thomas and Cam Smith.
No way.
Yep. Everybody else, and by the way, the guy that I've heard this from didn't mention who they sponsor, but I went and did some mad Google research, and it's Justin Thomas and Cam Smith. They're the only two people that are sponsored, like outright sponsored, where they get paid millions and millions of dollars to use the clubs and the ball. Everybody else
voluntarily chooses to use it. Obviously,
they
still
are
supplying
on a
them for free.
performance sponsorship agreement. So what that means is basically what Titleist is saying, we are so confident that our ball is so superior to any other ball, and we are so confident that our clubs are so superior to every other club. We will give you them for free. We're not going to pay you, but if you finish top 10, top 20, top 5, if you make a cut, depending on the player, then we'll give you a bonus. But we are not going to give you 20 million, 50 million, $100 million
just to be a staff member.
Just to be a member of, So yeah, how interesting is that?
That is super interesting.
Facts. But then again,
Tell you what, you've
I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I heard of this from a different golf podcast. I wish I knew their name. I don't. I'm so sorry if you're listening. They're a new podcast as well. They're a little bit ahead of us. They've got more subscribers and more viewers. But it's just very, very cool podcast. And the guests, it's just fascinating.
That's really fascinating to know because I mean, I definitely learned a lot today.
So
like obviously Taylormade is a huge marketing company.
Very, 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 very. So right. Imagine the profit that Titleist is making. Because they're not paying million. Like Rory's contract is like 250 million for 10 years or something stupid, or 5 years.
Yeah, stupid. Absolutely.
Tiger Woods the same. Everybody on the Taylormade books is just millions of dollars.
Can you imagine how much Taylormade pays Tiger?
Mate, stupid money. If Rory's getting paid 250 million for like a 10-year contract, if I'm not mistaken, mate, there's no way Tiger's not getting more. And Tiger won the PIP for this year as well. And he played one tournament. He played the Masters. Did he make the cut?
The Masters? No, he didn't know.
I don't think he did.
I think, did he?
Did he? I don't remember. But that's what I mean. He played, but it's just
10 million annually
Is that it?
with Tiger Woods.
So and Rory gets 15 million annually, I think, or no, 25 million annually. Rory, I'm sure it's like something stupid like 200. It doesn't say.
Oh, yeah, it's worth 100 million over a couple of years
That's mad.
Since 2017.
So much money. But that's what I mean. So Titleist is like, we don't need you to use our clubs. We don't care if you use our clubs. But we promise you, if you use our clubs, you're going to play better and you're going to perform better.
That's crazy.
It's mad, right? But yeah, it's very, very, very interesting little facts that I found out that I want to share with everybody.
Mm.
So yeah, what else? Is there anything else? I have something to tell you.
Go on.
Oh, well, don't. I want to save it, man. I have a Christmas present lined up for you.
Oh.
It's a very, very cool. Well, it's not expensive, but you're paying for the present. I'm just saying.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't got it yet, so hopefully he's here by the next podcast.
Dolphin Island.
No, don't start guessing because you're gonna tell. Don't start guessing.
Wait. Did you just tease me and not tell me?
Yes, I'm just gonna.
Why
just a tip.
That's like the. Why would you say that?
So I have something. No, I'm not gonna give you any hints because you're gonna find out, and then you're gonna ruin my surprise, and I don't want you to ruin my surprise.
You've already ruined my surprise.
What do you mean? Have you got?
You've given me nothing.
Oh, I was gonna say. So I have something planned for us next year. I also bought a gift to break the news to you, and I'm waiting for the gift to arrive so I can give it to you and go, oh, by the way, we got this.
Don't tell me it's another Rick Shields video.
It might be, but it's not. But just no, it's not. It's definitely not. But yeah, I'm not going to tell you this week. I was hoping it was here by today, but it's not. I'm hoping it's here by the next episode.
Oh, gosh.
So you've got something to look forward to.
Hey! Oh my gosh! Why did you just tell me that?
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to be able to go to sleep at night.
Well, that's your problem, mate. That's not my problem. I'm not going to be able to go to sleep from my excitement from what I have planned for you.
Oh man,
it's going to be very good.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
Something
I was so happy.
What is something?
No.
Related,
No, we need to change subject because you're going to guess and then you're going to ruin the surprise.
Okay. I'm not going to.
Or do you want to guess?
I don't want to guess.
Okay. When I found out, I had goosebumps. I almost had tears in my eyes. And I was like, I cannot believe. Anyway, next week's episode, if it's not next week, it's definitely the week after. So episode 22, make sure...
Is it actually a thing or is it like an experience?
It's
a combination.
It's a combination.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
right up my
it's
alley.
not JCB.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah.
It's something way better than that.
This guy.
I need to stop.
This guy.
I need to stop.
All I can think about is just the Masters 2023 now.
Oh, imagine. That'll be... It's not as good as that. It's not as good. But anyway.
Oh,
moving on.
Did
we talk about last week about the how many golf courses are in the world?
No, we didn't. But we did talk about how many there were in Germany versus how many there were in England.
Okay, good job. So I went home and I Googled. I did some...
Because we said, so Germany has a population of like 80-odd million people, and UK has a population of about maybe 60-odd million people. Yeah. But Germany has a total about 700 courses.
Yes, yeah.
England, right, not even including Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales, right, has like 2,000, 2,500 or something.
2,270.
There we go.
Okay, so... I don't know if this is a question or just me letting you know. The number of golf courses in the world is 38,864. And I think that is including golf courses that are planned to be open, that are getting built now. USA has 16,700 golf courses.
Yeah.
Japan, and then, but by the way, after USA having 16,000, from second... It's Japan at 3,000. Yeah. It's a big jump.
Yeah.
Massive jump, right?
Thanks, America.
Japan has 3,000. Canada has just over 2.5. England has...
It's a lot for Canada, to be fair.
It's a lot of golf
it's a big
courses.
country, yeah.
It's not that... Is it that big? I mean,
Mate,
it's always cold.
It's the second biggest country in the world.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's bigger than the US.
Really?
Wait.
Are you sure?
I think so.
I mean, I thought Canada was like always frozen, like
it
minus
is
30
frozen,
degrees.
Yeah.
So
but
how are they building all these golf? Like, who's going to these golf courses?
to be fair, I think 90% of the Canadian population live within like 100 miles of the US border.
That
So-
makes sense.
So they're basically all like within the US, like that side.
That makes sense.
So all the golf courses are basically there.
That makes sense.
Mm.
But yeah, so basically my question is, per capita, who do you think has the most what country do you think has the most golf courses?
Bermuda.
Nope. Don't look at my list.
I'm not looking at your list. Are you serious? I'm pretty sure it's Bermuda.
Bermuda's not even in the top 10, mate.
What? Wait,
Nope.
say again.
Per capita,
Per capita.
yeah. What countries, even if you get one of these 10 right, I'll be like, okay, cool. What country do you think has the most golf courses?
Per capita.
Yeah, so basically,
Canada. Surely.
it's sixth.
6, yeah.
So there's 15,480 people per course in Canada.
Yeah. So that's a lot of.
So that's sixth. There's still a lot of, but keep in mind, obviously,
Right. Good questions. How many are in Africa?
none.
It's got to be. It's got to be some random place in Asia.
It's not. It's the answer is actually quite obvious.
Small country.
Yes.
Well, actually, it's Germany. No. Sorry. Germany cannot be there.
No, it's Germany's not there.
Definitely not. The answer is
England's
quite
number
obvious.
10.
No way.
Yep. Sweden's
There's
number 9.
So many. Denmark.
Nope. You're not getting these right.
Oh, islands basically.
Number 3, Australia. 11,000 people per golf course.
Yeah, fair enough.
New Zealand,
How
number
did I
2.
miss that? How did I miss that?
New Zealand's number 2.
Right.
Number 1, it's Scotland. Which makes sense. On every corner, there's a golf course in Scotland. Like literally, you're a stone throw
I
away
should have
from
taken the hint that you said England. So I should have.
Yeah. So yeah, some pretty
I'm
cool
stupid. Very cool.
stats, mate. I'm full of stats and facts
Brilliant.
today.
Stacks and facts.
I'm full of everything
That should be
today.
the new segment. Stacks and facts.
I might get a jingle made.
Let's get a jingle.
I'm going to fire straight
Let's
after
get
this.
jingle. Let's get a jingle.
Stacks and facts.
Stacks and facts.
Stacks and facts.
Stacks and facts. Stacks and
Next
facts.
week,
Stacks and facts.
next week, I'm gonna have a jingle made. Right.
We're gonna lose some followers.
It's all right. It was fine. They'll come back at some point.
Yeah,
mate.
well,
They've got nowhere else to go.
Nowhere else.
Nobody else wants
Captive
them.
audience.
Yeah,
There we go.
please like and subscribe, by the way. If you've made it this far, just go down a little bit. Just subscribe to us, please. Right, I have another question for you.
Oh my gosh.
And you're not going to get this right because I know you.
Stacks and facts.
Stacks and facts. I want you to name me 3 golf movies.
The greatest game ever played.
How do you've never seen that movie?
No.
How do you know that?
Tin Cup.
Oh, well, okay then. Fine then. Yeah,
Um,
obviously you're going to say Happy Gilmore. How are you going to forget Happy? Hold on. I've told you a year, like literally the second time we played golf together 2 years ago, I said to you, you have to go home and watch The Greatest
Which
Game
I
Ever
did.
Played. Have you watched it?
No.
You need to watch
Oh,
it.
sorry, I thought you meant Happy Gilmore. No, sorry.
No, for Happy Gilmore, everyone's seen Happy Gilmore. Mate, you need to watch The Greatest Game Ever Played. It's a true story.
You told me about it.
It's a incredible film. Please watch it for my sake.
Yeah. Okay, I will do it. I will
Okay,
do it.
next week I'm going to ask you for a full review on The Greatest Game Ever Played. It's a great film, very very good. You might cry at the end.
I mean, yeah.
It's
okay.
very it's very
All right. If I don't watch it, are you going to cancel the podcast?
yeah. I'm just looking for any. Well, at this point, I think the podcast is getting cancelled. Anyway,
Wait, you said this was going to be a hard question.
I thought so too because I've told you about we talk about films or whatever, and I've never heard you talk about a golf film basically, and I thought you'd probably get 2 or 1. Obviously, Happy Gilmore,
Tin Cup.
but I didn't know if you were going to get like any other ones.
Okay.
I was going through IMDb and looking at all the golf movies,
Yeah.
and I was like, I've never heard of these. I've never heard of them. You know, and I don't think Chenji would have because you don't really watch that many movies, do you?
No.
All you do all day is just watch YouTube and golf clips
Golf
and
clips. Yeah,
and reading golf news
yeah, while I work,
while you work.
Yeah.
That's part of your job now.
pretty much.
But yeah,
There we go. All right, let's go. Stacks and facts.
I've got. That's all I got.
No more stats and facts.
I have no other.
Oh gosh. You haven't played any golf, have you?
Sorry?
Have you played any golf?
No,
since
mate.
last
Are
time
you
we met?
mad? Have you seen the weather?
Disgusting, innit?
The weather's so bad. I've got some news. Oh, no, you know about this. The weather's so bad that I'm trying to plan to go to Portugal to play golf.
Yes, yes, yes.
During
Did you book something?
no.
Christmas.
I've no. The short answer is no. The reason why though is family issues, shall we say? Basically, the wives are not happy us going to play golf.
Since when has that ever prevented you from going out and play golf?
I was being nice and modest to the other person that's going with me.
Okay.
My wife has no problem with me going. She's like, I will pay for your flights if you want. Just go have a good time. It's Stell's wife that's a bit like, no, it's Christmas. You need to stay home with the family. And I'm like, let's go play golf, man. That's more important than the family.
You can come to Portugal and eat peri-peri chicken or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, so Stell was like, I've got his business is closed the week between Christmas and New Year's, so he's gonna be doing at home doing nothing. So he was like, it was his idea. He was like, why don't we go to Portugal and play golf? Literally, it took me 15 minutes. I had flights planned. I had prices.
Hotels, everything.
I had hotel prices. I had what do you call it? I had like a Google Maps itinerary.
Yeah.
I went on
rental car sorted out everything.
I went to top100golfclubs.com or whatever it is.
Nice.
And I found that like the best golf clubs in Portugal, how far away they were from the hotel to the airport. I got every single details. I was looking at prices for golf. Golf is actually quite cheap over there. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
and I've got all these details within 15 minutes. And I called him and I was like, okay, prices is this, this, and this. Hotel was this. Flights were so cheap. The hotel was so cheap. And I was like, it's going to be like a £500 trip all round, return with the hotel. And the golf included. It's
That's
like
dirt cheap.
It's so cheap. And he was like, yeah. The missus was like, I shouldn't go because she spent time with my kids, which makes sense. I mean, okay, but me being selfish, I'm like, just come and play golf, mate. Why are you got all your life to spend with your kids? Just spend time with me. I might not be around for so long. Your kids are always going to be there, you know. But what about me? Why he's being selfish, thinking about him and his kids.
You sound like something's about to happen to you or something like that.
No, nothing's going to happen to me, but would you be surprised?
No, yes. Of course I am.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Why?
I don't know, I'm just saying.
You're a very conservative guy.
I know, I live life on the edge, mate.
You are like the opposite of living life on the edge. I'm the kind of person that lives life on the edge.
No, you don't.
Of course I am.
Name the last risky thing that you did.
Like last weekend.
What, going to 3 countries in 4 days?
I'm not going to say it in public what I've done, but...
Oh, yes, okay. What you did, I'm doing this weekend.
Oh, yeah, of course you are.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you how risky I am. This is way off topic.
Bearing in mind this is a golf podcast, thank you very much.
Okay, but this is interesting. I almost got into a fight over the weekend.
Oh, very good.
But obviously it didn't get to that. But me, I had one fight in my life. When I was 13 years old.
You're the kind of person that told me like, the other weekend that you went out for the first time in like a long time, like in a proper night out. Then you were like scared to bump into another person because you were afraid to start a fight. So that's why I said nothing's gonna conservative.
I don't like going out in England because for me it's just dangerous. Like too many bad things can happen. So I'm just like, I'd rather not go out. I'll save my energy for when I go back to Cyprus and I know it's in a safe environment. I can drink, I can dance, I can do whatever I want. And nobody's going to look at me weird. If I bump into somebody, it's nothing bad's going to happen. And that kind of thing happened on Sunday evening. Spain was playing Germany, and I went down to a sports bar to watch the game. Yeah. And it was me, my brother, the kids, and my brother's wife. Yeah. And there was a drunk guy next to us, and he was shouting and being very, very loud, very, very drunk. Spain was winning 1-0. Germany scores, so he's being racist towards Germans.
He's Spanish.
No. He's English. He was English. So it's a very normal thing, I think.
Yeah, fair enough.
But then, anyway, so he was shouting and like screaming at the TV, being racist. Well, I'm not going to say what he was saying. Anyway, so then he turns to me and he goes to me, because obviously we were talking Greek. Yeah. He goes to me, "Oi, mate, where are you from?" So I looked at him and I'm like, "I'm from Germany." So obviously my brother and his wife started laughing. The table next to us, It was a bunch of students. They started pissing themselves laughing. And then he was like, oh, no, you're not. You're not speaking German. And I'm like, no, mate, I'm joking. You know, we're speaking Greek. I'm from Cyprus. And I thought that was the end of it. Like, I didn't want to carry on this conversation. Like, I'm trying to have a conversation with my brother and watching football. So he's just being all like mardy on whatever. So then he kind of stood up. He tried fighting. I pushed him. He pushed me. He ended up getting kicked out. But it was a whole thing. Obviously, it was a very long story. Nothing happened. No swings were made. I was kind of hoping that fight broke out. I have so much built-in anger. I would have took it out on somebody.
Because you haven't been playing golf for like 3 weeks.
Yes, so I've got so much
like,
built up.
Like, come on, every week, you know, if we play once a week, you know, that means we're hitting at least 100 balls, right?
Yeah.
Right, because we never break 100.
Never.
Right, never way. So we gotta swing at least 100
punches. So, yeah, just to get that repetition in.
Just to get that repetition. So next time you fight somebody, don't fight them like this, right? Fight them like this.
With a golf club in your hand.
Exactly.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, obviously it is what it is. It was that guy's fault because even his friend afterwards came back and was like, "I'm so sorry." Like, you know, he apologized. He was like, the kids were scared. They started crying. That's what tipped me over the edge.
Enough,
But yeah, anyway, so that's the end of my fight talk. Do you want us next week for more fight talk?
Where did that even came from?
What do you mean?
I mean, we did make a golf related, to be fair.
Yeah, there you go. See, there were some golf balls actually next to me. There was a tray of golf balls.
No way.
So again, coming back to golf.
Brilliant.
So yeah, that was it for me. The other thing I wanted to talk about is Pip. Tiger Woods won.
Oh yeah, of course.
$15 million.
Mate, he played like one event this year.
He played one event, and he was going to play. This is the Hero Challenge.
Hero Challenge, yeah.
He backed out because he can't walk.
Yeah, so I saw like a press. Oh, I tell you what, though. I mean, that's a huge topic to talk about, really.
Yes. Yeah, I was going to bring it up.
His big press conference for the Hero Cup.
Yep. Did you hear what he said about Greg Norman?
Yeah, he has to go out.
Go on then.
He has to leave. He has to leave.
He goes, if there's, I told you was it last week I said?
You absolutely did. It was last week's episode. So, you know, guys, go back and watch last week's episode.
If you've watched it, just go watch it again.
Just go watch it. And we you know, I think, well, Theo, you found out some gossip, some proper goss.
I did.
About LIV. Because I'm actually quite pro LIV. Right?
I'm not against LIV.
Like, no, I enjoy it. If you listen, if you know, for our regular listeners out there, like, you know, if you listen to our episodes, and you know, I'm always the person, you know, bringing up LIV
Devil's
Golf,
advocate,
right? Devil's advocate, also saying like, you know, hey, look, the competition is good, blah blah blah, so and so. What Phil Mickelson always says, yeah, right? And then, you know, last week Theo was like, this is some, and I was like, you know, the only problem about within this rivalry between PGA and LIV is the PGA Tour, because they need to properly sit down. Because otherwise, you don't want to be watching. You know, you want the majors to be majors, not like the Mayakoba Open. Yeah. Right. And then Theo was mentioning that apparently the gossip is that nobody likes Greg Norman. Yep.
And I said, look, I've heard this. I don't know how true this is, but apparently the problem that PGA is having is that nobody likes Greg Norman. Yep. Nobody liked him when he was part of the PGA.
Like when he was a player. Yeah. Nobody likes him now.
Apparently. Nobody likes him now. So I said last week, I feel like if Greg Norman wasn't in the picture, then, you know, they would have been able to find some sort of solution.
That's right.
And then Tiger Woods came out, was it today or yesterday?
Literally, I think yesterday, yeah.
And he said that if any talks are even going to open between PGA and LIV, Greg Norman needs to go. So obviously he's a problem. You heard it here first. Gossip Town. Yeah. Another jingle needs to be made.
But then obviously a lot of people in the comment section were like, really? I feel like it's Jay Monaghan's fault, like the tour commissioner.
Maybe.
But also, like, you know, you see about all the comments. I don't know. I mean, Rory's been making a lot of comments, right? Obviously, Tiger's spoken now. Yeah. I trust Tiger a bit more, obviously. Jay's been out there as well saying, you know, crap to each other. I just don't know who to believe.
It's what's the word? It's a lot of like he said, she said, I said, they said. It's just too much. Like, there's too much, not gossip, but there's too much like everyone thinks they're right kind of thing.
It really is. Sense? But you know, the thing is, like, you know, okay, so why can't you just put these two people, like, you know, why can't you just get them on the same table?
Too many egos, mate.
Fair enough.
Too much money and too many egos.
Too much, yeah.
That's why. And I feel like also PGA will be on the back foot, because if PGA finds a solution with, or an agreement with LIV, and LIV players can play in the majors and maybe in some other events, let's just say, then what's that stopping PGA pros to go into LIV and getting paid 4 times more than what they're getting paid at PGA? Does that make sense? So maybe that's why PGA Tour is a bit scared or a bit hesitant to kind of make an agreement. But I think, I don't know, man, something needs to happen. I've also seen...
No, but like, think about it. LIV Tour is not just about like, getting everyone to play. It's because it isn't exhibition based. PGA is development based and LIV is like exhibition based.
Yeah. It's, I
so
agree.
Think about, in a way, it's not really the perfect kind of like comparison, but it's like professional boxing and the WWE.
That's definitely not.
That's not. No, I know. But LIV is the more entertaining.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. But it's still professionals, like top
still professional
players playing golf,
right? But PGA is the proper development, like the elite golf.
I agree, and it takes a lot to get into the PGA Tour and get your card, and to keep it as well. It's just as hard, But I don't know the money that they put in. PGA Tour puts in, it's just nowhere near the amount of money that LIV's putting in.
Yeah.
And obviously for a lot of players, especially if you're the older player, that you've got nothing to lose. Go to LIV, make your money. How much did Phil Mickelson made? 113 million?
Yeah, something like that.
Or like 136 million?
Absolutely stupid.
He made, and I'm like, that's just, why wouldn't Phil Mickelson go? Of course he would. It just makes complete sense for Phil to go. And he's made money. Not like he needed the money to begin with, but I mean, if he wants it, he's there. It's there for the taking, kind of thing. And what's that stopping? Even if it's I don't know. Let's say Max Homa. Even if he gets 50 million or 40 million to go and play for why wouldn't you? If you say if you join the LIV, you can play at majors, so you can still get your majors. You're going to play less golf and you're going to get paid $50 million a year. Why wouldn't you go? It's a no-brainer. So it's going to be interesting by April? Is it March or April next year? When the
Masters starts, by April, yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be.
I think there's going to be a lot of things happening between them, like between now and April,
which is good
because all the LIV players want, they want to play majors, especially the Augusta, don't they?
Oh, 100%.
I mean, they're very sharp as well. People always everybody kind of knocks about, right? LIV Tour saying the players who go there are basically just washed up. Cam Smith just won the Australian PGA.
Smashed it.
Absolutely, just better than everybody else.
It. Yeah,
just better than everybody else.
Yeah,
right.
Good.
Dustin Johnson's still very good.
Yes, but then again, I think DJ would have had a couple of wins if he was on the PGA Tour.
Absolutely.
I don't think there'll be majors, but he would definitely have. He would definitely be up there.
He'd be in contention.
100%.
He'd be in contention week in, week out. So, also, I just want to mention, about money made in the PGA Tour.
Okay.
I was thinking, and you mentioned about longevity, some of the older guys.
Yeah.
Bernhard Langer.
Yeah.
You know this guy, right?
Yeah.
The German golfer.
Yeah. The older gentleman.
The older gentleman
with the white long hair.
Who's won the Masters.
Yes.
So to this day, still shows up to the Masters. He got paired with Bryson DeChambeau, I think.
Is it the guy that's sponsored by Mercedes?
I'm pretty sure he is.
I swear he's got. If it's the same guy, like a good-looking man.
Good-looking man.
Good-looking older gentleman.
Not very tall, but buttery swing.
Yes.
Yeah. Hits close every single time. So I think at the end of last year, 2021, he hit a milestone of in terms of career earnings, right? Because he's became basically the person who's basically earned the most money on the PGA Champions Tour.
Oh wow.
But basically, he's earned about 31 million
in his career
on the PGA Tour Champions, right?
So,
and he started the PGA Champions Tour in 2007.
Oh wow.
And that's 3 times as much as he's made in the PGA Tour.
That just goes to show you.
So it's people think so. I'm pretty sure at one point. We talked about people not can't wait for it to reach 50 so they can start joining the PGA Tour Champions.
I didn't know there was that much money in the game.
There isn't that much money, but because the competition is so much less, right? Just and the courses are so much gentler.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine you're a gentleman, even though you're a bit old, right? Yeah. But you still keep yourself in good shape.
Yeah.
And playing essentially like a LPGA course.
Length
course.
It's funny you say that because when I was at JCB, they were barely playing off the white of the back tees. They were playing off the yellow tees.
Yeah.
So it's not that long of. Obviously, it's difficult because the courses are just madness.
And I imagine, like, your putting is only going to get better over time, isn't it?
100%. And obviously, yeah.
Right? That's like the only thing you suffer with old age is distance.
But then again, look at how many old boys you have in your club or anywhere that you go. They can't hit a ball past 150 yards with your driver. It's on a short par 3 and they're getting driver out, but they're like 4 handicaps because they never lose a ball. It's always going straight, and they just kind of put and play. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like that you lose distance, but if the accuracy is straight, then you're good to go.
I mean, Bernhard Langer, he's 65.
That's incredible.
65 he is.
Yeah. He's almost the same age as my dad.
And his senior career, so he's been playing in the PGA Champions Tour since 2007, which is now 15 years now.
Yeah.
And just his earnings on the Champions Tour will put him number 25 on the all-time PGA Tour list in terms of money earned.
That's amazing.
Ahead of Brooks Koepka.
Fair play.
Patrick Reed and Henrik Stenson.
Fair play. Fair play.
I don't think it's Brooks Koepka and Patrick anymore after joining LIV.
Oh, mate. No.
Wait, actually, no. All three have joined.
What, even
Henrik Stenson, yes.
Oh, yeah, of
Of course
course.
he did. Hey, he won it as well.
Oh, mate, it's just, there's so much money
He
right
literally
now.
won. Henrik Stenson won.
Signed the
the
first one.
event
Yeah.
that he's signed after he signed LIV.
And I swear that was after we got to meet him at the
the Open. Yeah, that was after the Open.
Very cool. Anything else?
No, nothing.
I'm done.
We had 25 minutes more of content, but
We did, but that
somebody
got
decided
to not press record. I blame Chenji.
I blame me.
I blame me. It was definitely my fault.
Blame it on the Chinese, mate.
Honestly, we were talking for about 25 minutes and it all got deleted.
I mean, to be fair, it was good content, but some things.
It wasn't that good, I don't think, but it would have filled up the hour definitely.
No, but it was good. I think it was good.
It was decent. Right.
Anyway,
That is it for this week's podcast. We have another. We have another podcast.
oh, I wish you can tell me what the surprise is.
I can't tell you. Or shall I? Shall I tell you? Shall I just get the email up now?
Email.
Don't look. Just talk among yourself. Please talk to the listeners. Tell them what to do.
Ryder Cup.
No. Talk to the listeners.
Did I tell you I'm going to the Ryder Cup?
You saw my notes.
What?
You definitely saw my notes.
What? I didn't.
So tell us about the Ryder Cup. You're going to the Ryder Cup?
Yeah, I'm going to the Ryder Cup.
Okay, tell us how you got tickets.
I mean, I didn't get tickets. I mean, I entered the ballot. I remember texting you, right? Did you get anything?
And I
don't
said
think you
no.
did. And I didn't get anything, but my
Right.
friend did.
And you're going to the Ryder Cup.
And he's kindly invited me to go alongside with him. So, going to the Ryder Cup.
So guess who else is going to the Ryder Cup? Dear Theodorus, your order number, blah, 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 is confirmed. Please follow the link below to download your order receipt. Download invoice. Yes. So last week, oh, mate, you fully ruined the surprise. And you definitely saw my notes. The first thing, I do not believe you. The first thing on my list, it says Ryder Cup.
You always tell me I look at your notes. I never look at your notes.
Payment successful. Look how much I paid for 2 tickets.
Yeah, that's how much I paid.
Yeah, so...
Is it Sunday, yeah?
Yes. So I got 2 tickets for Sunday.
Yeah.
So probably Stella's going to come with me.
Wait, why did you pay 10 euros extra? I'm pretty sure we paid 250 each.
Mine was 260.
Oh, right, maybe.
But I don't care about the 10 euros.
10 euros.
We're going to the Ryder Cup next year.
Yes!
1st of October,
Yes!
2023.
Stella as well.
Yeah.
We need to get a bigger Airbnb then.
Wait, have you got like an Airbnb booked?
Yeah, but it's like free cancellation whatsoever. So.
Mate, we need
We're
to
getting
sort
a
that.
huge
Have you got flights booked?
Yeah.
Have you got everything booked?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I didn't book everything my friend did.
So you know when you're flying and all that kind of stuff?
Friday in, Tuesday out.
No way. Have you got golf planned?
No.
So it's just Rome?
Just Rome.
Okay, you need to tell me the flight details and I'm going to come same days as you.
Brilliant.
Amazing. So that's happening. So I managed to somehow. And the funny thing is, when I applied for the ballot for the Ryder Cup tickets, I was actually on probably episode 8 of this podcast.
Yeah.
And we're recording, and
Yeah.
I was in the queue while we were recording, right?
Yeah.
And
And you told me to sign up as well.
yes, and you didn't, did you?
I did.
What, did you get an email saying that you were successful?
I wasn't. No, I didn't get an email. If you get an email,
well, wait, because you might get an email.
That's right, because they're doing it in different tranches, I think.
They are, and the original email that I got from Ryder Cup, it said that we will notify you by the beginning of November.
If you didn't receive it, you just gotta wait because people, get the allocation but don't buy it.
But they don't buy it. That makes
so
sense.
So then they do a second tranche, and then the second tranche of people don't pay. They go to the third tranche.
So literally a week ago, I got the email and it said, "Oh, you can buy," and I had 24 hours to pay for them. While I was playing golf, I was like, "Still, I'm sorry, mate. Just wait 2 seconds." I paid for the tickets. I have 2 tickets. If that doesn't come, I can easily sell that 1 ticket
easily,
and I could make my money back for my flights, for my ticket.
Did you only apply for 2?
Sorry,
did you only apply for 2 tickets?
I think you were only allowed 2.
Really?
I think.
How did my friend get 4?
It might have been like 2 different emails or 2 different whatever.
Crazy.
But I'm so happy, mate.
That's
I've paid. Everything's paid for.
So Stale's going to come as well.
The other ticket is his.
Brilliant.
Whether he comes or not, it's up to him.
Absolutely.
But it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be a lot more difficult for him than me. But I'm so excited.
We're going to the Ryder Cup. Rice and slides at the Ryder Cup. We're bringing all the gear.
Yeah. We're bringing all the gear.
How much did we spend at the Open?
Yeah.
How much are we going to spend?
So basically, my present is, and I'll tell you, it doesn't make a difference. Where is it?
No, did you buy as a shirt or something?
I bought you a T-shirt, and a Ryder Cup 2023 men's navy T-shirt.
XL. How fat do you think I am?
I wasn't sure. It was either between large and XL, and XL, and I thought I'd get XL. If it's too big for you, I'll wear it. But I got you this, and I was going to give it to you and tell you, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to Ryder Cup, baby. So that was a surprise. The shirt hasn't arrived yet. That's why I haven't told you. And it's funny. We did the podcast on the Monday last week. Yeah. On Tuesday, I went and played golf. And then on Tuesday, when I found out, I was like, I can't really have to wait 1 week to tell Chenji that I'm going to Rome with him.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, I've been holding it a secret for the past week. It's been so difficult not to get excited and tell you. Mate, I had goosebumps. I had tears in my eyes. It's on the Sunday. Ryder Cup on a Sunday.
Exactly.
Are you crazy? Is this going to beat St. Andrew's Experience?
I really hope the LIV sorts this shit out. So
imagine if it's LIV versus PGA by then.
No, I'm going to be
running around Ryder Cup going, it was my idea.
It was his idea.
He said
it was Rice and Slice. It was Rice and go follow, like and subscribe. No, to be fair, at that point, we might even be gifted hospitality tickets. So.
Imagine that. You never know. If we just keep this up, Ryder Cup, if you're listening. We have tickets. We've paid for the tickets. We've got the T-shirt and the merch. Give us, just let us meet Rory.
You know what would be the best thing that can happen?
Go on.
I get an email saying I got 2 more tickets.
Mate, I wouldn't be surprised.
We're going to get some...
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Would you do that?
I would.
Would you give it away? Or would you okay, you can come, but you have to pay for the tickets?
Well. If you like it, if enough people participate and followers, I would give it away.
Okay, sounds good to me. Right, I hope you win 2 tickets. What's going to happen now? Now you said it, he's going to get the tickets, he's going to sell them on the sly and be like, oh no, mate, I didn't get tickets. And then use all that money for his golf.
Blame it on the Chinese people again. Yeah, just blame it on the Chinese. Right.
That is it for the podcast.
Oh my God, I can't believe you ruined the surprise for me.
That was your fault. You saw my notes. Look,
I did not see you.
The first thing on my list says Ryder Cup.
Yeah, I did not see your fucking notes.
We need to figure out this out. You know what? It's going to be funny. When we're doing this remotely, you're not going to be able to see my notes. Yeah. And then you're going to get all the questions wrong. On that note, like and subscribe. Please, we'll see you next week. Rice and Slice Podcast. Thank you very much for listening.